So this is first episode of Play a Game and Discuss Nerd Shit. So we're gonna
figure out the title later.
Right. So we're gonna talk about Star Wars: The Last Jedi sucking ass or being awesome, depending on how you look at it. So let's get.
So first off, let's first statement. Did you like it or did you hate it?
I liked it. I liked it. On first impulse and reaction is I liked it. But the more we think, or I think about it, the more problems just start to jump out of my face, you know?
Oh yeah, I agree.
And like the polarizing reviews, they are well warranted because I hate the new shit. That makes sense. I love the new shit. That also makes sense. So it's like my first, I guess not my first vibe. The vibe I'm getting is that Rian Johnson, the director, may have crossed the line in terms of pushing new, bold ways for the franchise to go. And especially now, since he's leaving the franchise, and J.J. Abrams is gonna take over for the third installment. I mean, what the hell is J.J. Abrams gonna do? I mean, Rian Johnson left him with, left him in a weird position to work or fix shit. So you tell me, what do you think about that statement?
First impression, I loved it.
Okay.
I liked a lot of the new direction it went.
Okay.
It got rid of a lot of the baggage of the old movies.
That is
not just a good
fair. I mean, they literally killed off everyone. Well, Leia, not Leia, but Leia's gonna die. Yeah, but they literally killed off people who I don't know should have been killed off. So let's talk about why I didn't like how they treated Luke Skywalker in this movie.
Okay.
Can you do that?
And yes, let's do that. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So Luke Skywalker is, the greatest there ever was. And don't argue with me on this because there's plenty of canon to fill the gaps. And I understand when Mark Hamill says this is not my Luke Skywalker because he feels that Luke, who he inhabited, as a character, he is Luke Skywalker. I understand what he's saying when he says this is not my Luke.
Argue that he'd know Luke best.
Right. And then you have the idea of, well, it's just a character, and you don't own that character, unlike, Leonard Nimoy and Spock. Because Leonard Nimoy had control of the depiction of Spock. Even he owned, and he had the rights to characterization of Spock. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of actors deserve that and should have that kind of impact. At the same time,
some sort of creative control.
Yes, absolutely. Because who else knows them better, right? So essentially, Mark Hamill was brought in to fill out a role that he didn't feel actually fit the character. And because this Luke gave up, backed out, didn't fight again, was just done, This is not the heroic Luke Skywalker who battle through loss of his hand and learn to be better and brought his father back, even if it was at the very end. So I feel like the way Luke was handled was a collective fuck you to old fans. But I don't mind certain things. So let's talk about Luke dying. I don't have a problem with Luke dying per se, but I have an issue with him dying in that way, where he was just, oh, I don't want to leave the island, so he doesn't leave the island,
Okay.
He just like force projects and blah blah, and I don't have any problem with that depiction of
the idea of it.
Right, I don't have any problem with that. I don't even have a big, huge problem with him dying because it's like symbolic. He was essentially like the new age version of Obi-Wan in this movie. So if he died in the right way, sure. And while it was in the right way in this movie, I feel that it should have been a different way. Like how we deserved, and Luke Skywalker deserved to die in a fantastic battle. You know, some
pure
pure show of mastery of the Force
Pulling a Mass Effect and holding the line against the New Order.
on his own. You know?
Yeah.
Right. And so leading up to that, you know, when we see Rey exploring the island, we see the X-Wing, right? What was the point of shooting the X-Wing? Or showing it at all?
Yeah.
If he wasn't gonna
Yeah.
fucking get into it and fucking get off his ass and go save people. You know, and none of that happened. I'm like, what the fuck? What was the point? You know, what was the point
that
of...
was kind of wasted footage.
Right? And then you have Yoda. I love Yoda. I love that they made a new puppet from the old molds that they used in
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it was the brand new
I knew it was a
puppet.
puppet.
Yeah, brand new puppet made from the old molds. It was awesome.
You blew my cover.
And then you have Yoda saying,
So-
"Did you forget what I said? I said,
I'm the best.
you know, try
So
it."
I
He
love
says,
everything about Yoda except for one thing.
What?
But go ahead.
Okay. He
Then you
says,
finish your
Ghost.
pie.
he says, try again, and he says, try again and pass on what you have learned. He goes, have you forgotten what I said? Pass on what you have learned. You know? And then Luke dies and it has exactly 0 chance of that. He does exactly none of that. He doesn't pass on what he's learned. He doesn't teach anything anymore. And don't say Force Ghost, because, you know, a Force Ghost isn't going to be there every morning to teach you, hey, you need to do this way, this that way.
Yeah.
So,
They're there for like sage advice kind of shit.
at the right time, you know? It's not like,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm learning from a ghost.
Plot device.
Yeah. Luke needs to be there in the next movie, yes. Especially since Carrie Fisher's now dead. And
Yeah.
people have problems with her being like Superman at the end. I really don't have any problem with it. I personally don't.
Yeah.
Or not at the end when she got blown out of the ship. I don't have any problem with that at all. She would have been strong in the Force too, and over those years, I'm sure she would have learned something too. So no problem.
Well, that and human bodies are pretty resilient, and there's, you know, the evidence of people that survived in the vacuum for a short period of time.
Right. So I understand this is probably how filming works, but I think they filmed like
So have I, Ghost.
multiple versions of scenes to see, just to shoot them, and then in
Better,
the editing process.
Reactions by test audiences.
Well, those would be the dailies.
Oh, okay, that's the
So
word.
yeah, the dailies are like the daily footage, literally daily, the stuff that they shoot every
Okay.
day, and they're like testing it. But I don't think they had a clear plan. I think they're like, let's shoot footage for path A, B, C, D, and E for the movie, and then
Basically throwing spaghetti on a wall.
No. And then in the editing process, they're like, okay, let's use this part, and then let's use that part, and then let's use this. So let's use this part of A, that part of A, and this part of B, oh, and that part of E, and then that part of D and C. And then they just made the movie at the end instead of following any really established script. And I think that's a pain, and I think that sucked.
So I heard that there's been an hour of footage edited out.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think they're even, like, I also think that at one point Luke was definitely destined to get off the island. I think he was.
Yeah,
because
like
how do you
you
not...
said, they were setting it up.
Right. Now, if they weren't setting it up, why shoot it and why show it in the movie? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't just... You can say red herring all you want, but that's like getting the audience's hopes up and then not delivering. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and if they weren't gonna get him off the island, don't show the fucking X-wing and then make us think, oh, he's gonna get off
Yeah.
that island, and then
It's a tease.
yeah, it's utter bullshit. That part was utter bullshit.
What was that?
Now, if Luke had gotten off the island and fought Kylo Ren, and you know, I understand if it's kind of like ham-fisted and/or cliche to have him die in the same way that Obi-Wan did. Maybe not have him die, but if he had died in a different way other than, oh, too much effort, you know, projecting my Force hologram, I'm gonna die. I get that, but it's a stupid way to go, and it's just not what Luke Skywalker as a character deserved. What do you think about that? I think he deserved better than that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with anybody on their reasons because everyone's is valid.
This fucking guy is not moving.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off.
Yeah.
You and I are the only ones fighting. Yeah.
My biggest thing with the movie was the space fantasy Casablanca. What's his face and what's her face?
Oh, Finn and Rose.
Finn and Rose. That was useless.
I was gonna get to that, but yes, absolutely nothing was accomplished.
Nothing happened.
Nothing was accomplished.
Things up even more, honestly.
Nothing was accomplished other than the reveal of the Force-sensitive slave.
Yeah.
That was it.
Now, which I thought was the Force-sensitive. The idea of what they did with that kid was I appreciated.
Right.
But they could have done that. You know, I'm not gonna say they did it better because that would say I was gonna write a better movie.
Right.
But they could have done that better.
Yeah, and you know, so like I'm saying, it all led to nothing, right? There's a whole lot of leading to nothing, like I said, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's just another example of where the movie leads to nothing. There's a lot of that. Like even the whole Poe Dameron plot. He takes over the ship, mutiny, right? And then nothing happens. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fuck? Is like all this lead up? That's bullshit. That's utter shit. And it's like they didn't know what the hell to do, and they're like, let's push the boundaries. Let's push the boundaries.
Yeah.
Now I'm fairly sure that they wanted Luke to die.
Yeah.
Looking at the twin sons. So it's kind of like it's like coming full circle because you know in the original there's that shot of him looking at the twin sons. Right?
Yeah.
Where are you? I'm gonna go save you. But it's like it's so bad. It's just they did it just for that shot. And it's really pissing me off. God, I can't beat this guy. He's not fighting. He's not playing.
Yeah.
So, they wanted him to die with that shot. And if you ask me, they could have done that later on or in a different way. If it doesn't work, don't force it. They forced that singular shot of him dying while looking at the twin sons. And I understand why, but it's stupid. Like, you can't just, I want that final shot in. But it sucked, and everything else led to it sucked. We don't even see Luke Skywalker really fight in the lightsaber fight again. How much of a letdown is that? You know, like that's such a letdown. Oh, like have you noticed though over time how many of us actually complain about Han Solo dying? Because we don't, we really don't, because it wasn't even that bad.
I never had a problem with it.
Like, okay, it bummed me out because, you know, we love Han Solo. He's a classic character, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But over time, no one has been soured on that. At least not that I know. And that's what Harrison Ford wanted. But Luke Skywalker is all sorts of, Mark Hamill is all sorts of soured on Luke dying that way and being characterized that way. I died. You gotta help me.
I gotcha.
Okay. But it's like, it's just pissing me off. It's beyond pissing me off. And I don't know. I'm just so super, uber, ultra angry about it. Oh, beyond salty. I'm fucking shriveled.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fucking mummified.
You're a snail on a driveway and a 10-year-old kid salty.
Yeah. What do you think? You agree with me on that? I mean, it's
I don't disagree with anything you said. Like, everybody's points that I've heard are all valid points because this movie was so different that it was never going to be universally popular.
I think my main problems, right, were a lot of plots leading to nothing, such as Finn and Rose, right? A lot of leading to nothing. The way Luke went out. I mean, come on, you had Yoda even saying, you quit this way? You know, he's saying, get up and try again and teach
get
again.
Up, fucker.
And then, does he do any of that? No, he dies. So that's leading to nothing, honestly, right? That's leading to nothing. Then you have the Finn and Rose subplot leading to nothing, except for the Force-sensitive reveal. And that's for us, the audience. It's not even for the plot, really, right? And then, there's the whole Poe Dameron. Hold on. And then there's the Poe Dameron thing. And that's also utter bullshit. And Ultra pissed me off. Hello? Oh, I killed him.
Okay, so
hold on. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, and then I have my. This is not a nitpick because physically it's impossible. But I know they break a lot of rules of physics. But that bombing fleet dropping bombs is bullshit.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
I don't give a shit. It's still valid. How can you drop stuff in space and then they're in the book compendium? They're like, no.
How is there sound in space?
They're electromagnetically seeking blah 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 shit. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. It's wrong and it's bullshit.
How is there sound in space?
Yeah, I know, but that's to make the movie more interesting. You can't, if we're in space, let's try to break as few rules as possible, instead of saying, oh my gosh, yeah.
I know, I had to be petulant about that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then even when the bombing fleet was getting destroyed, the ships are actually like falling downward, relatively. Yeah. I'm like, they should just be moving forward and exploding. So anyway,
all the bombers and all the bombing run scenes, in my opinion, were just big ass homages to the old World War II bomber movies.
Yes, I agree. Now, how about we talk about? Well, hold on, one more complaint.
Okay,
one more complaint.
Go ahead.
Finn doing his suicide run into the cannon thing. He would have run in. He would have run in. He died and he would have saved the fleet right there. Oh, but then we don't have a movie and we don't have drama, and then we're not gonna save we're gonna save the resistance by destroying what we hate. We're gonna do it by saving what we love, or some stupid shit. And that was a dumb line, and he would have saved everybody, and I would rather that Finn died instead of Luke. I know they're not gonna do it. I know. Okay.
I know.
All right. What did you want to say, Rob?
Something I didn't like.
Okay. What
was actually besides the space Casablanca?
Okay.
Because all that bullshit.
And that kiss was so dumb. The kiss was so dumb. Oh shit, we're doing another strike. I forgot. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Oh.
Okay, so you didn't like the kiss, I got it.
That's dumb. So like just
what I one of the other things I didn't like was in the Yoda scene actually.
Wait, are they going after the weapon?
Okay.
I did not like Yoda being able to manipulate his environment.
Okay. Well,
like I get like you get Yoda sitting on a log, okay, fine, but you're dead. Philosophically, you're dead. You are there as an advisor role only kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do. And I guess when they're interacting from beyond the grave, so to speak, I guess it's just to show that the Force still has weight, or they still have.
And you can hand wave and saying Yoda's the most powerful Force user. And yeah, sure.
No, he's not. Shut up. No, he's not.
Well, you know what I mean.
Okay. All right.
He's the fucking. He's Pai Mei of Jedi.
Oh, okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Except Pai Mei got killed by poison.
Yeah,
I am so kidding and joking around. I know what you mean. It's fine.
Yeah, thank you.
You got focused because you're getting killed by resilient captain.
So that was one thing I didn't like.
Okay. I don't have a problem with you having a problem with that.
Yeah. Because it doesn't conflict with your problems.
Well, I mean, you can argue one way or the other on that. So, but that's small. That's actually small peanuts compared to the major problem.
Yeah.
The movie had. Okay, keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna try and. I'm not gonna say I'm defending my position, but I want to give my point of view on why I was okay. Not that I liked it, but why I was okay with how Luke went out.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't care. Like I said, I don't care necessarily that Luke died. Period. I care that he died in such a vaginal way. Well, that sounds really misogynistic for a bit. But you know what I mean.
I do. You could theoretically argue he was getting old. He hadn't been doing the Force thing very much, and he had to finger quotes hold the line against the entire fucking Empire. Now this is me making excuses, not saying this is the reason why.
Oh, so you're making excuses for the movie now? I don't think anyone should ever have to make any excuses for any movie. But okay.
What I'm trying to say is, this isn't me making excuses or explaining away, but this is, you could see it from this point of view.
Okay, okay.
So,
what?
Luke's old, he's weak,
Right.
hasn't been practicing much. How can I stop a literal galaxy from bearing down on everyone that I know and love? I gotta pull some Jedi fucking mind tricks.
And that's like the ultimate Jedi mind trick right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where I was going with that.
Okay. All right. I mean,
not that I'm saying that was the intent behind the scene or that's what they were going for.
Right.
But it could be thought of from that point of view that that's why he did what he did.
Okay. And I, being as open-minded as I am, I can agree with the points you made about him being old and not being able to take all to, you know, be the crazy person with a laser sword that just goes out and takes on the whole galaxy, the whole empire.
Yeah.
Well, I get that, and I can appreciate it, and I can agree with you on that point. So, but at the same time, he did duel briefly the Mary Sue that is Rey.
Yeah, but honestly, she doesn't know shit about lightsaber combat.
Well, apparently she does, because she was killing them with the killing Praetorian Guard with Kylo Ren. Don't argue with that, because they did.
I'm not gonna argue with that, but
she's like the biggest Mary Sue in all of cinema.
So this is me talking as an internet karate master.
Okay.
She does not know how to hold a weapon. She does not know how to, move her feet, hold her body in a fight.
And yet she can yet she can levitate all these rocks like they're like cotton balls.
That could be explained as she's strong in the Force, cool, which gives her raw natural ability.
That's too powerful. Like even Anakin Skywalker.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Right.
But if they took away her Force powers and gave her a sword, she was not a good fighter.
Well, she took on the Praetorian Guard and killed them.
The ship is still here.
She didn't get killed herself.
She used the Force though.
For, I guess, but see it's
go back and watch her moves, her body posture, her movements. They were clunky.
I guess I need to see it again, which I will with my father.
But that's just me being, that guy that practices a traditional martial art stick and sword.
But yeah, see, they're not doing kendo or judo like you do. Theirs is more like mixed up, like wushu and kendo and everything together.
But okay, go from a boxing MMA point of view. She's just got bad posture, movement.
All right, I'm gonna take your word for it because you are the man you're the black belt in Jodo.
Watch Kylo Ren. He is.
Okay. I mean, you're the black belt in Jodo, and I'm gonna defer to you on that. I need you to get that first switch so I can get that second switch.
Yep. I'm working on it already.
All right, perfect. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
You got it already? You did. Yes,
yeah.
you did. I got the second one. Shit. There you go. Did you see me? Okay, I got it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's dropping, but I need you to come help me or I'm gonna die.
Okay. I had to kill the first tank for the XPs.
I got the other tank. Oh god, I'll just throw that over bomb.
I'm gonna die. I died.
Well, I cleared out these guys here, so we get up here.
So, but yeah, Kylo Ren was a legitimate, finger quotes, martial artist Jedi.
Yeah,
I appreciated that.
Okay, that's cool. I will let you. I mean, I totally agree. Oh my god.
Now, I don't know if they...
How many more seconds you got? How many more seconds you got?
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Okay.
So, I don't know if they purposefully didn't teach her any martial arts to make her convey that, but she came off as, finger quotes, strong in the Force.
But she was waving that lightsaber against the rock pretty well. Like, better than she did in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
So, in The Force Awakens, all she was doing was stabbing thrusts. That sounds really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all she was doing.
I understood what you meant.
Yeah. But okay. I mean, that's your complaint about her, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not really a complaint. It's an observation I made that if they did teach her, she didn't learn shit. The actress.
I don't think she was meant to, though, right?
Yeah. But I don't think she was meant to because of she's still a fucking inexperienced Jedi.
She's still a Mary Sue up the ass. I don't give a shit when anyone says that's a Mary Sue.
Well,
and if you say that she's not a Mary Sue, you're a dumbass.
I never said that.
Not you, other people.
What I think they were going for with her in these two movies is, I don't know if I'm projecting a higher thought to this or not, but she's like that natural athlete that doesn't know the mechanics of the sport.
But see, that's exactly the poor kind of person to lead and carry on the Jedi teachings and traditions. You know, that's a poor thing to do. And then
I don't disagree.
And then Kylo Ren, maybe he is like redeemable, but I don't think he's redeemable to the point.
Yeah,
hold on. Let me
kids.
finish. He's not redeemable to the point where he can teach kids and teach Jedi. You know, he's a freaking murderer.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, he killed kids.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if you allow that kind of person to be a teacher. Of the Jedi. You know, you're literally building the new Jedi legacy on blood. That's terrible.
Yeah. Well, he's just a bad person.
Yeah. And if he wasn't bad at the beginning of the movie, he sure is by the end.
Oh yeah.
And if he wasn't bad in The Force Awakens, he sure is now. Now he's he's fully formed as his own character.
Yeah, he hesitated, but he was gonna kill his mother.
Yeah, we probably should have killed her instead of killing Luke, because it makes no sense to kill out. Well, it does make sense, but I just don't think they should have killed him. I think he should have waited around at least until the next movie to die. I think.
Well, he's definitely gonna have a presence in the next movie.
Yeah, but that's not the same. Oh, Force Ghost. Yay, Force Ghost.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a cop-out. The whole Force Ghost BS is a cop-out. I can't even.
I know.
Now, I did like... Okay, let's talk about stuff I did like. I thought the red salt planet was super pretty. I really liked the visual.
Yeah, that was really cool to look at.
And when they went into the cavern, when the Falcon flies into the red cavern, I was like, that is cool.
Okay, so have you watched any Star Wars Rebels?
No, I'm not a fan of that.
I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, but those things look just like the Force/Spirit Foxes from that show.
Oh, okay, could be. I mean, that's another thing. The way they figure out that there's a way out of the cavern, out of the cave, is because Luke was in there. You know, they're like, Luke figured a way in. Come on. And so, what if there wasn't a way out?
Technically, he didn't. Well, yeah, technically he didn't. But
Correct.
It inspired them to keep moving forward.
Right, and it's only because of that. You know.
Yeah.
Only because of that did they escape. I mean, that is dumb. That's more complaints now. That's a valid complaint. Now, if they had noticed that the foxes were the foxes, without Luke being there, then okay. But they didn't.
Yeah, because they could have totally, if they are the same foxes from the cartoon, they could have totally hand-waved it as, oh, these things do this with the Force.
Right.
This is how they're associated.
Well, I wouldn't know, but okay. Yeah. Okay.
But they could have.
Okay.
Because in the cartoon, there's Ahsoka is about the age of being middle age to late age.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what they're going for, but that could be something that they might be setting
I also
up.
don't like Clone Wars in general. Like, it doesn't fit. Like, there's zero mention of Ahsoka Tano.
Well, it's because
because she was.
They did they retconned her out of the last season to say that she survived because she shows up in Rebels.
Yeah, it's still stupid. It shouldn't be in there. She should have never been created. It's just too much stuff to explain away. No, really, it's too much to explain away.
I don't agree. Well, I agree with that.
It's because you like the character. And I like the character from what I saw also. You need the football. You got the football?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's properly written, I'm okay. If they improperly wrote her out as a cartoon, it's all about execution and intent.
Well, for example, she was a big part of Clone Wars, right? Big part of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And then and yet there's like no mention of her in Revenge of the Sith. Okay, there's no mention of her in Revenge of the Sith. Now, for a character that big, for there to be zero mention,
she was kicked out of the Jedi Order before the
no,
movie
but
started.
even Obi-Wan would have used that as some kind of example as to why you should not be going to the dark side. Don't you remember? You love people, you care about them. Remember your apprentice, stuff like that. How can you do what she did? Something like that. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I don't like the fact that she was ever introduced. It's too much stuff to add in and be like, oh yeah, she was there the whole time. Oh, that's dumb. It's just that's poor planning, and I understand why they did it, because they wanted to make a cartoon and they need someone that appeals to kids, and Ahsoka was that character. But it doesn't make sense for Star Wars, at least for the movies, because when it comes down to it, the only thing that's really canon are the 3 movies, or the however 8 movies now. Those are the only things that are really canon. Really canon. Okay, you can like. I don't know. That's just crotchety areas.
Yeah.
What else did we like? What else did we like about The Last Jedi? I liked the fight between.
Cool.
Oh, they were, and I like how Poe Dameron actually was a big badass.
A good pilot.
Yes. When they say best pilot of so and so, well, you see why. And I liked. Well, I didn't like the bombing run. You know me. You should have told me you're dead. I'm coming to get you.
I wanted to say I wanted to.
Multitasking. Oh, what the hell? Oh, don't get it.
Oh, you gotta stand on me.
Oh god, I just died. Oh, brackets just man. They alive. Let me see. I liked the battle between the Praetorian Guard. I did like the battle between Rey and Finn, Kylo and the Praetorian Guard. I thought it was well done. I really liked it.
It was a really interesting fight.
Yeah, it was. I think I killed him. And they did really cool things with lightsabers. You know, like more down and dirty type of fighting. Like drop the lightsaber, do this and do that. But see, when Rey did stuff like that, I'm like, wow, really? You're able to do that? You're not trained for this stuff.
To do the Vanguard token.
It's all good. How about we take a break? We'll go to the tower.
All right, if you want.
All right, and we can keep talking about it. What else? Let's see. What else did I like? I liked, even though I guess it's wrong in terms of how physics works, I liked how Admiral Holdo? Laura Dern's character? I like how she aimed the frigate and fired it through not fired it. She jumped to hyperspace.
Yeah.
That was imaginative.
So a lot of people online have been talking about, well, why hasn't this ever been done earlier?
Right.
And that is a valid question because it's never brought up in the movies, and you'd think you'd get a bunch of Allah Akbar rebels to do this, right?
Right. let's not use terms like that. But I get it.
But okay, so Legends canonicity. I haven't read every single book, but I've read more than healthily admitted.
Okay.
And it's in one of the Rogue Squadron books where they talk about this kind of thing. And basically,
I'm sorry. That's not canon anymore. Okay, just keep going.
That's why I said Legends canon.
I'm kidding. Keep going.
And so they say basically what it does is it's like a 50-car pile up on an interstate. It just turns a mess into the finger quotes space traffic in that area. It ruins entire sectors for space travel because you blow up a spaceship like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do.
It's a hand wave, and it's a double retroactive hand wave. But that's something that if people had a problem with that, there is a explanation for it, albeit roundabout manner. It's considered they considered a courtesy not to do that kind of thing
In
because
warfare?
it just fucks everything.
Yeah,
in warfare. It's not a rule, it's a courtesy.
No, I think that's a stupid explanation, if I'm being honest with myself. I mean, if I'm being honest, I think that's a stupid explanation. The reason why I think it's a stupid explanation is because that's something that they did like back in the times of like the Revolutionary War. You know, they would meet and then they'd be like, they discuss terms of surrender, blah, blah, blah. There's no such thing as that.
Well, think of it this way. If you do that to that space highway,
so what?
And yeah, you fuck it up for your enemy, but you also fuck it up for yourselves too.
Sure.
It's like, the figure quotes agreeing to no nut punches into the fight after school.
I get it, but that's not... That doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, what you're saying makes sense, but it doesn't make sense that anyone would be that type of courteous, that type of courteous toward an opposing side.
Think of it this way: spaceships are expensive.
Sure, but that's not what the issue is. I don't know. It's opinion. It's opinion. I think it's stupid, but okay, I understand why, right? I understand what you're saying. Excuse me. Burpee. Too much to eat, man. Christmas. Merry Christmas soon, everyone. In about 5 to 6 minutes. I get it. But what do you think of that?
What? Think about what?
That explanation. You even said it's roundabout.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It's one of those explanations like, if you're told afterwards, you're not as okay with it as if you knew it beforehand. Does that make sense? That scene never bothered me with those questions asked.
It never bothered me to start.
Well, a lot of people online were.
About why that's never been done?
And I didn't know. Yeah, and I didn't know if that was going to be brought up or not, so I brought it up for you.
Oh no, I never had a problem with that personally, actually. So, yeah. Let's see. What else did I like? I think let's talk about the actors. Okay, regardless of how he felt about the characterization of Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill was brilliant in it. And in the movie, and I felt that I was very, very happy that he had top billing in the movie. Very happy. I was like really happy. Now I don't know. I felt like Rian Johnson was not the right person for to handle to take the reins of this. I think this trilogy from start to finish needed to be helmed by one person who had a collective unified vision for all three films. Now you could argue, well, Zack Snyder was doing that too. Zack Snyder sucks.
I never said he didn't.
Right, respect to his family, and my utter condolences, like my deepest condolences for that. I would never, ever want to experience what he has experienced himself. But at the same time, we can't just be like, we give him a pass because his daughter died. Okay, he was already doing a shitty job before his daughter passed. That's the big thing. Okay, Man of Steel was okay. I liked the first half of it. But when he became Superman, when he's like, hey, he reveals to the world, I'm Superman. And he just, hi General, I'm Superman or whatever. That was dumb. And then the whole movie suffered because of that. That's for me. That's me personally. So, but I think, okay, and then from going to Man of Steel, going to BVS, I love parts of BVS, but I think BVS as a whole film in itself is not a very good movie. So, there's that too, to consider. So, they thought that he should handle Justice League because they had already started or had just started filming Justice League when BVS came out. I think they should have seen what was happening and be like, nope, you're done. They should have pulled him off. Because the guy cannot direct a movie to save his life. And I don't mean to shit on him and his projects and stuff that he's done, but he's really done a shitty job. And so in that case, they should have pulled him from the projects. Like don't do this to yourselves, But with Star Wars, they should have had... I mean, J.J. Abrams, I think he did a good job with The Force Awakens. I think my main complaint with Force Awakens is that they note for note copied plot points from A New Hope, Episode 4, down to the old man dying, But in hindsight and in retrospect now, do we really have that much of a problem with The Force Awakens? Really? Like, really think about it.
Do you?
My main complaint is that they copied A New Hope. But at the same time, I guess there was just enough new that we can appreciate it, And if Abrams had come in, maybe we would have learned more about Snoke. Like, who the hell is Snoke? They killed Snoke off.
Dead?
Yeah, besides, okay, he's dead. That's what we know about him. But we know nothing about him. And all that shit was brought up and built up. And we're like, we're doing our fan thing as we are supposed to do. We're doing our fan theorizing and thinking and researching. Who's this guy? Who's that guy? And then Rey's parents. They do the hand wave of she's nobody. They're nobody. They're drunkards.
Which I liked.
There is a poetry, like I've heard, and I agree with the sentiment that there is a poetry to Rey coming from nothing. At the same time, in this movie and in the previous movie, they were really kind of throwing it in our face. Oh, aren't you wondering who your parents are? Aren't you wondering who your parents are? Yeah. It's.
Honestly, I think they could have. With that, they totally could have, changed that halfway through filming, just as a big fuck you to the fans, because how many theory videos came out after the Force Awakens?
Right. Oh, she's Obi-Wan's daughter. Oh, she's Luke's, secret love child.
I never watched any of those, but they were getting ridiculous. They were half my YouTube feed for about a month.
I will agree. I will completely agree with you on that. It's just that if they were nobody, you kind of got to build it up to them being nobody, or don't build it up at all. I don't know. For me personally, I'm 50-50.
Maybe just sometimes sometimes things don't just pan out the way you thought in life.
That's true too, right? With like the whole mirror sequence, whenever she dropped into that hole on the planet.
Or just her hoping her parents were something more, and they weren't, and she had to deal with that.
Right. So, as Luke also came from a slave, which is I guess akin to nothing. That's the portrayal.
Yeah, he was one step removed from being a Tatooine sex slave.
Right. So, with that in mind, I guess there is a certain poetry for Rey coming from nothing. I get it. So that is why I am 50-50 on the parents reveal, which could also be undone in the next movie 2 years from now. So they might be like, oh, they weren't really nothing. They were super awesome Jedi, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
also,
okay.
Something that I thought about, only because I saw another channel, another podcast on YouTube talk about it. We're never going to get Empire Strikes Back again. That's a dragon that we'll chase forever and we'll never get.
You are absolutely right. Absolutely.
Even
right.
just barring movie quality, because it's a fantastic movie. Barring movie quality, how much nostalgia is wrapped up in that movie that you just literally cannot recreate because you're not 10 years old with a cape and a tube rod anymore. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I do, and I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. All right, are you ready for the next strike? I need to do one more.
Oh, I've been dismantling shaders this whole time.
All right, well, let's go do the next strike. I should have said I was ready. And I've been talking, and so any possible viewers are like, "What's going on? There's nothing happening on the
Guardian,
screen."
by all means.
So
Let's get started.
Let's get this strike underway. It's the last one I need. I signed up for Crunchyroll.
On this character?
By the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but I signed up because I almost bought something from their store. So
Okay. We got 1 month free.
they're only giving me 2-week free trial. A 2-week free
Okay.
trial. They're
Well,
cheap.
there's a bunch of shows on there you can shotgun.
It's okay. You know me. The only show I watch off of that would be Dragon Ball Super, and I sail the high seas.
And
So
Boku no Hero Academia.
that's not coming out until at least a half year from now.
True, but when it comes out, you're gonna want to support the official release.
No, I won't.
What if you get enough viewers, we can talk about each episode as they air. On
That's
the
true
stream.
too. That's true too. But as it is,
And
I have three.
Crunchyroll loves throwing out sponsorships.
Yeah, but I'm not popular enough. I only have 330 followers. Shout out to all the followers out there. I don't know who you are, but thank you for tuning into my life, which is
And thank
mainly.
you for tolerating my friend over
Oh,
here.
oh. How about I say thank you guys for tolerating my friend with whom I'm speaking, with whom I'm conversing on how much Star Wars sucks. In all honesty, like I applaud where they go with the series. At least they had the balls to do it, but it's not right. They did it the wrong way, and then Ryan Johnson is he's just gone now. He's like, haha, I'm done. I don't have to fix it. I just made a shit ton of problems for you.
So
I don't have to fix it.
You're saying he was the equivalent of don't care had sex?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah. Think about it. Like, he doesn't have to deal with all the aftermath. He's done. But J.J. Abrams now has to fix all the shit or do something about all the shit that he was left. So, take that as you will. How about what else? Want to talk about a different movie? Are we good on Star Wars?
Probably good now on this stream, but
What?
yeah, leave them wanting. We gotta leave our fans wanting more.
Well, I don't have any fans. What are you talking about? We just a couple of guys having fun.
Not with that attitude.
No, I mean, like, I know the people who follow me are, like, mostly martial arts followers. I'm not particularly good at video games, so they can't be following me because of those. So, what else shall we discuss? We can talk about why the prequels suck. Let's talk about why the prequels suck. That would be fun.
That's like arguing about Sword Art Online on Reddit.
I don't know anything about Sword Art Online because that is not my cup of tea.
Where can we find the Genesis?
Okay, if anybody is anybody about anime in
Rock, your
channel,
mic
they're
is killing me.
laughing their ass off right now.
Can you fix your mic?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
It was like.
I just made a joke that nobody got, but if they did get, they'd laughing their ass off.
Well, no one's watching the stream right now, so it's okay. But
I know.
I'm sure people like to tune in. Some of them, anyway. But
All right, you need to get off your damn bike. I can't do anything.
why? It's fun. Boom! Oh shit! Jump.
I'm not resing you.
Oh, don't be a derogatory term. No, that dude was ahead. Look how far he's ahead.
Yeah,
He's dead.
He's trying to do the speedrun bullshit.
Yeah, well, he sucks, so if you ever see your name later, dude, you'll be like, I played with this dude and I sucked ass.
Oh, I almost died. That was close. Like, I don't know if you've ever had your health not be on the bar and still live.
Yes, I have. It's kind of amusing. Okay, I'm just earning my engram. Now I'm far behind. Thanks, guys. Oh, shit. Anyway.
Oh,
hey.
you stayed by. You killed everybody. Okay.
It's okay. No, it's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot. Oh, damn it. Ah, the jumping of the Warlock. The Warlock jumping sucks. It really does.
I'll come get you.
Nah, how about let's talk... Okay. Let's talk about the bad stuff of the original trilogy. How about that? How difficult is that? Let's start with the first one. So, A New Hope. What is bad about it? Let's think really hard.
Luke is too much of a whiny bitch.
I will agree. But I was going into town to get some power converters. Oh my god.
It's almost like my ex-girlfriend levels of nagging.
Oh shit. Oh no, I forgot. Man, that guy sucks too.
Did you die again?
No. I am alive.
Okay.
Even with my shitty warlock jumping. Luke is a whiny bitch. Han shot the fuck first. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Fucking ridiculous.
That was stupid. I don't know why that was ever put in there.
We just wanted him to seem less cutthroat or something? Come on, he's a scoundrel. He totally killed that guy
first. He's a space pirate. Space pirates are bad people.
I don't know.
And he was a bad person he's a smuggler, he's a space pirate.
Yeah, I mean he was, I guess we're gonna see in that Solo movie, but...
He was a bad person up until the very end of the movie.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think about stuff that's bad about the first movie, and I can't think of a lot. I even watched like the original, like untouched by George Lucas's special edition hands, and I understood it was part even if the effects kind of sucked, they were still part of the time, and they're still okay, I don't know. Maybe Han Solo's attitude in the Death Star when they got on, they're like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm like, I don't know. You have to nitpick, it seems like, to really hate on the first one. What do you think? I mean, you really kind of have to be super nitpicky.
Yeah, you gotta really nitpick. Okay, something I didn't like in Return of the Jedi.
No, hold on. Oh, okay. That's everyone's complaint, though, that he was sent off in such a crappy manner. It's like Phasma, too. Phasma was sent off in such a crappy manner. But I don't think she's dead, so... Yeah.
No. Well, I just finished her audiobook, and if anybody's listening to it, they're surviving that part of the movie, but it's literally a book about her doing whatever it takes to survive any situation she's in, no matter what.
Okay, Rock, do me a favor. Can you plug in your controller? I'm wondering if that's the issue. Yeah. Okay, you did not just dodge that.
Me?
No, I threw the Nova Bomb and I completely missed the Minotaur. Speaking of which, Minotaur.
No, Phasma is one of those characters that she survives, and because that's what she is.
And only Hux has seen her without her helmet. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I did like the moment when they told the RoboCop, where you could only see her eye through the helmet, through the damage. I liked that.
Yeah.
I did like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really do think it's kind of crappy that the reason why she's getting so much attention is because she's on Game of Thrones. If that's the case,
she's Brienne of fucking Tarth.
Yeah, but if that's the case, give her more of a beefy part, Like, I don't know, have her on deck with Hux or something.
Yeah, having her saying something evil.
Well, no. Like, have her be there. Like, be in the movie and do something other than, get her ass kicked. I mean, or at least maybe extend the fight a little bit or something. I don't know. There's so many problems with the latest movie. It's just, it's really bad.
I believe our Jensen scribe is genuinely.
And then if you notice, our complaints with the original trilogy led us back to The Last Jedi. Yay! So.
Guardian down.
Oh, I'm dead.
I cannot res you, I just went back. Or I can, but I have to run back.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna die. Oh, I just got burned too. Did that? I wasted it. Anyway, yeah.
So, what else didn't I like? Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Chewie.
Yeah, because your dog sucks.
You should now be entering a Hilbert space. If the ticket had not misaligned
yeah,
with your
okay.
That was clever, I'll give you that, but I'm just didn't like Chewie.
I did not sneeze.
Ever?
You fool.
Mother shit balls, I died again.
I'm about to die. I can't help it.
No, why am I wasting my
Yeah, no, I've just never, yeah, Chewie's just, yeah.
You know, when I first watched the movie when I was, what, like 6 or 7, I was initially kind of like, what the hell is that with Chewbacca? And I'm like, what the hell? It's like a big dog. And this is when I was like 6 or 7 when I saw the movie for the first time. And I was like, I guess you just kind of get used to it. It's something you have to just accept, sort of.
But it's not saying you like it.
Right.
Getting used to it and accepting it,
Correct. It's
not
just like
things
it's just like how we're gonna have to do with the Last Jedi.
Oh, you'll get used to anal sex.
Okay, well, I don't know anything about that, so
you know what I mean.
Let's not use that, especially if we have younger kids listening.
You swore more than a...
Yeah, but swearing isn't as bad as concepts that we don't want kids to know about. True.
Fair enough.
And besides, maybe they just tune in to watch the game. Because I'm such an awesome player, let me tell you. I'm not.
Yeah.
Little player warning. I died. I think we have one more control key left or whatever. Or, yeah, control hack spot. And then... Can you hack it already? Okay, run. Oh, you got me? Thank God this is in a nightfall.
Yeah.
I think we can make it through now. Let's go.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do everything.
According to my projections, you should now be approaching the lake of
we played this
fluid where I was
mission so many times, you just kind of got used to running through now.
Nope, no lake, just an ominous pit.
So, yeah.
Okay.
What don't I like about the original trilogy?
So it's just us and a massive...
maybe Ewoks?
I love you, I know.
the Vex Gate.
That was an improvised line,
What
so
lake?
they couldn't get
like
it.
it.
Okay. They couldn't get it to work, so yeah, I know it's kind of super pompous. I guess Ewoks. Ewoks are dumb, but they're cute. But they're dumb.
Yeah, they were just finding merchandise.
They're cute. They're dumb.
Which is fine. It's his business.
They're cute, but they're dumb. I guess that's all I can say about that, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I really have to I think I really have to nitpick. I really have to nitpick if I want to. Are you dead?
Nope.
For example, in Empire Strikes Back, they should have given Vader like more, I guess, flexible shoulder pads, because in that one part where he gets pissed off and you see him swinging the sword, you can clearly see that the shoulder pads are restricting his movement. So, res me, guys, res me.
Okay, I'm on the way.
Yeah. And you can clearly see that his movement is, yeah, that's super nitpicky. I mean, super. You could argue that the puppet was dumb or weird, but I don't know. I felt Yoda was alive in Empire.
Oh yeah. Yoda is awesome.
Yeah.
He's like every single Chinese seafood ninja grandmaster ever.
Yeah, but he's cooler because he's tiny and diminutive, and totally not diminutive.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like Yoda. Even in the prequels, I liked him.
I thought, you know, more. I think Attack of the Clones is awful. Beyond awful. Oh. And
I hated the fight scene, the final scene between Obi-Wan and fucking Vader. in Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, too much like
Was
flipping
not a fan.
and shit. Too much sword swinging and flipping and.
I needed step-by-step analysis to tell me what was wrong.
You know what else you needed? In that movie, they needed Vader to have a red saber or some other color saber because they needed contrast. There's no fucking contrast, so it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, from a direction standpoint, yeah, that totally needed.
So either I'm like, I don't know, all the General Grievous stuff just took away from the main plot of he's gonna become Vader, you know? And I felt like Obi-Wan and Luke needed a first like preamble showdown in which he lost his lightsaber so that Obi-Wan would have it in his possession, obviously, right? And then they needed a second fight where Vader had made a red one already so that there would be contrast in the fight, you know? Contrast.
How did I miss?
You missed with the rocket?
Twice.
He's moving. He's still moving.
Motherfuckers juking and leaving.
Right. Mike Tyson. Am I on as duty? I'll do that.
Muhammad Ali.
I got two. Fun fact, Mike Tyson was much harder to hit than people thought at the time.
Oh, Mike Tyson was a prodigy.
I think he could have been the greatest ever. Really great ever, but
I completely agree.
like he was a monster.
Yeah.
Shit, I died. We're all like kicking my ass and I'm doing ads duty.
Oh, I might make it.
Oh yeah, you did. Superhero.
Thank you. I'm gonna die with this one though.
No, you're not. Stop. Okay. Okay, I'll fight the dude because my ads duty clearly not
I'll
working.
do ads.
You doing ads? Okay.
I'll do ads.
I got 5 rockets left. Oh, his head's off. Okay. Move. I just died. Okay, that virus hit him. Thank you. Alright, we did it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, did you find Brachion? Did you sever its arm from its chassis and send it
Oh man, all these
spiraling
gifts.
into
Oh,
the
shoot.
infinite?
I'm so rich. Oh, yeah. Just kidding.
It's dead.
Money, money, money.
Right.
It's real dead.
Alright, are you cool to do the story mode? Because...
Sure, I need to go to the tower and drop off my shit.
Oh, ditto. Oh, ditto, ditto, ditto. So... Yeah. Star Wars. Star Wars. What else don't
Yeah,
we
that
like?
was probably good, long enough stream, I think.
You think so? But I want to keep streaming. Yeah. Okay, fine. Alright, guys. Well, that was episode 1 of... I don't know. Play a game and hate... Play a game and hate... What is it? We'll come up with a name. We'll play and hate. That's it. Play Destiny 2, hate on Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and the
You hate on
prequels.
it. I liked it.
Hate on it, even if overall I still give it like a 5.5 out of 10. I liked it more than I hated it, but there's some major fucking problems. Major fucking problems. And if you disagree with me,
Agree to disagree.
if you don't, but you agree with me.
I'm smiling my ass off right now while I'm saying all this.
But I know, but you agree with me. That's the whole thing, is that you agree. All right, fuck it.
I don't disagree.
Fuck it, we're out. We're out. See you guys.